my YouTube channel again. As usual, my name is Tosi Otayolanu. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I film about family, faith, and lifestyle in Nigeria, Abuja precisely. So today I have a friend with me.
Hello.
Her name is Okpe. I'm sure you've seen her in like 2 of my videos now.
I think so,
Yes.
1 or 2, yeah.
Two, yes. New Year resolutions and our
No.
low cut down. Yes. So guys, today we are going to be talking about how to manage heartbreaks as Christians, or not as what people do, as Christians. How do we manage heartbreaks, and what are some of the things you can do that will help after someone has broken your heart? Do you want to share? Do you have?
Well, it's a little bit difficult for me because I can't say that I've exactly experienced heartbreak. Maybe I've been the heartbreaker.
Oh shit.
Not exactly, but it's in a way, it's not like it has been easy, like, because we usually go our separate ways, knowing fully well that, okay, this is, even though it's always a very hard decision to make. But for me, managing heartbreaks, really, the truth is, you're the only one that can console yourself in heartbreaks. And me, I always like to look at the brighter side of things. So when I go through a heartbreak, it's hard. Like, you are really attached to this person. I mean, imagine you've been dating the person for 5 years.
Yeah.
Ha! That one is even worse. You understand? We have dated her for 5 years, and of course, it was very hard. You understand? So imagine that heartbreak because of fear of, will I now start all over again, or will I meet someone that is as wonderful as this person? So usually, what makes us really sad is the uncertainty. And the amount of time that we have put in the relationship. So most times, if we can get our minds off those two things, the truth is that we'll be okay. We'll be all right. We'll start all over again. So for me, I think the first thing to do is to know that, okay, this has happened and I choose to see the brighter side of things. This gives me an opportunity to meet a better person. It also gives me an opportunity to be a better person also, because, for example, now, I will do better in my next relationship, knowing fully well that maybe this one I had messed up, or maybe I did 1 or 2 things, maybe I'm not supposed to kiss him, I go, you understand, I'm not supposed to do this one, I meant to do it, and all that. So for me, it actually gives me an avenue to begin again. I know it's not that easy to say, but the best thing for you really is to look at the brighter side of things.
I think with what you've said, and I think one of the things there is, some people don't actually sit down to count the cost of what happened in their previous relationship.
True.
Because you hear some people, they keep repeating the same mistake.
True. Yeah.
Over and over in the different relationship. So before you enter into another relationship, it's important to sit and take stock of
and see what can I do better in the next
this relationship. What was the good thing? What didn't I do right in this relationship? What am I supposed to do better in my next relationship? Yes, so thank you for that point. Then I think one other thing is, for some people, it's not easy for them to just start sitting down to take stock. We have to do lamentation. Do you understand? We have to cry your eyes out, you know. You are free to cry, my sister. Cry. If you have to watch Telemundo, I don't watch it, but if you have to watch Telemundo or Titanic,
Titanic will make you more emotional.
You know, whatever it is. But it's important, if you have to cry, please cry. You won't be judged for crying, because you have invested time, you have invested money.
It's allowed.
It's allowed. So please cry. You can cry. I cried from Use to Kubwa. I came back. My father was asking me. I say, his son, something that entered my head.
So you liked?
How did I tell my daddy that somebody broke my heart? You know, so you're allowed to cry. It has a way of just helping your emotions. You know, so cry if you have to. Then what other point again? What other point?
After you cry, you clean your eyes. I mean,
that's breakthrough.
No, but it's the truth now. You can't, because some people actually cry for way too long a time.
Yes.
So you have to know also, okay, I've cried enough. It's okay.
You need to move forward. You know
how many people broke Jesus' heart?
Hey, Jesus.
Did he cry? Did he cry for? Did he even, okay, he wept. Let's imagine that it was out of.
I think another thing is, don't be eager to rush into another relationship. Some people they can't precisely say I've been single for this period of time. Do you understand? They're always in a relationship.
Yeah, and that's because they do not actually take time to take stock of things. Because the truth about it is, you are not even giving yourself time to heal. And let me tell you the impact of that. When you do not give yourself time to heal, the pain of the previous relationship or the previous relationship, you actually take it into the new relationship. Yes. At the end of the day, your partner is actually not getting the best out of you, because you're like, why is this person always sad? Why is this person? And you know, people live in fear because of the things that have happened. So you're like, let me be careful, let me be this, don't let me do that, don't let me do. But meanwhile, if you've healed enough to regain yourself back, to rebound,
yes.
You know, you would actually do better in your next relationship.
Yes.
So I think the thing is, you need to really take time out to heal. You understand? But for some people, depending on how you feel, maybe you quickly come out of the crime mode like 2 weeks after. If you think you are fine, and maybe after 1 month you can go into
it's personal.
It depends on how you handle issues.
But make sure that you actually heal from that relationship.
Very important.
Then I also want to talk about the importance of self-love.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, I feel sometimes why some people get tired of marriage at the early stage, for some people, not everyone, is they been in relationship too much. And then when you now get married, you will now start desiring that singleness. Do you understand? Because you've been in relationship over and over and over again, and then now you are in the house with this person that you are not even doing off and on. You are permanently in the house with this person. Then you will now start desiring that I want my me time. I want my we are allowed. We have our me times as married people. But when you start desiring me time too much,
it makes you lose value of the companionship you're supposed to enjoy with your partner.
So enjoy your single life. That is where I'm going to. Enjoy being you. Enjoy being the only one in the house.
Yeah.
Enjoy feeding yourself and sitting down to say, "Lo neo, na me get this ice cream and pizza."
In fact, even that too, you know, you might say I like feeling spiritual, but even if too, there are times that you really just want to sit down and just commune with God, really.
Yes.
And you see God actually telling you, okay, my daughter, just relax, you know. And even you yourself, by the time you find yourself back in God, you are able to choose wisely the next person you enter a relationship with.
Yes.
Do you understand? Because sometimes you just think that, okay, it's time for me to, and then you just find the next available person that comes to toast you or comes to ask you, you know, out and all of that. And it doesn't always work that way. You understand? So it's also important, because we're talking about how believers should handle it.
Yes.
Because you also need to say, okay, God, I'm really heartbroken. Because you really, I might not be able to come to meet you.
Yes.
But God is there. And I'm like, God, yes, God, this is how I feel. God, you know, try. For just even tell me, say this person is not a good. Do you understand?
Yes.
But at least you find assurance talking to God, and God telling you, okay, you know what, comforting you that, my daughter, just be calm, but I have something better for you. And then when you know that God has something better for you yourself, you begin to look for that something better. Do you understand? Such that you're like, God has something better for me. So God, share with me now. You have something better for me. You have to tell me what I should desire. Yes. You understand? And then you say, okay, the guy will pamper you, the way the guy will love you, even the way the guy would, you know, whenever you make a mistake, the way the guy will correct you in love, that even you yourself, when you know you are wrong, you humble yourself. You understand? So it's important as believers that every time you go through a breakup, after doing all the shenanigans, you cry, you clean your eyes, you probably go to a party, you probably take a bucket of ice cream, or extra large pizza or whatever it is.
Remember to go to God.
Still remember to go to God, because it's God that would actually, you know, heal you. Say time heals, it's possible, it's true, but it's God.
Is permanent.
That's
I think it reminds me of. I wanted to say that breakup. You know the breakup, you know. And I remember that after that breakup, and I remember after that breakup, because of that breakup, he actually made me go to the Bible to say, God, this relationship thing, how does it work? I want to get it right. Yeah. You know, I remember I was reading Ephesians, the place of the man, the place of the woman, and it now even brought my mind to, oh, you were almost taking the responsibility of the man in that relationship. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And it made me just align, oh God, so this is what I would do in my next relationship. Yeah. Then I think another thing I want to say is, please don't go and be posting things on social media. Please, because it's becoming a trend now. When people break up, you just go on Twitter, they've posted all their voice notes that they shared of each other. That's because
those things are even very silly.
It's silly and petty, but it's also a way of them healing. It might look petty,
but is it the
it's not an healthy way. It's not
an
healthy way. So please, if you know you have that kind of tendency, avoid social media. Don't go and start posting, things on social media.
And now that the rave about social media is so high,
everybody is just looking for clouds on social media to just blow, or whether you want to blow, you are just pouring out your this thing. It's not proper.
Actually not healthy.
It's not healthy. So please, when you are going through and don't go on social media, and then you probably want to destroy that other person's career and all of that. God will help us. We know it's not easy.
Yeah, and just a little diversion, That's why it's important what you do in a relationship.
Yes.
That's why when they tell you that you should date the Christian way, you say maybe people they're trying to cage you, you understand. But the truth about it, recently I heard a story of someone that after they broke up, the guy started posting the nude picture of the girl. And in my mind I was like, okay, how come you have a nude picture of the girl? Either she sent it to you or you took it with you. Why should that be? Even though you're in a relationship with that person, there should be boundaries.
Yes. So that if things should get messed up in the nearest future,
it will not affect your future. And then
you have to become first lady now. You now start remembering.
Yeah.
Before this, my ex-boyfriend go and post that nude picture.
And those are the things that even make healing harder, actually, because now you're like, this guy has seen me finish. It was this guy that disvirgined me. It was this guy that did whatever. So those things actually make healing harder. So it's as much as possible in a godly way, in the Christian way. You might say, you people are old school, but that's the truth.
It saves you from a lot.
It saves you from a whole lot of things.
Actually.
Imagine that you have had sex with the first person, you break up. Let's even imagine that you're going to break the relationship. You enter another one, you have sex, you break up. Do you know how many people have sex with you?
Even just pictures, self.
Even just pictures. But you see picture and things will not happen.
People of God, how did you deal with your heartbreak? If you ever had one, how did you deal with it? Drop it in the comment section. I used to like gist. Drop it in the comment section. Let's read. I can even decide to do a video to read people's comments and share because you understand and makes share sense. So that other people too can. That's the only
learn
sense,
from it. Yeah.
And so please, if you're actually going through an heartbreak at this moment, the Lord is with you. Is your strength, my dear. Jack up. A better person is coming your way.
That's
and
right.
If you are the heartbreaker,
I'm not heartbreaker. I'm just covering my eyes for them.
Please repent. The kingdom of God is at hand. Thank you guys. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel
and share.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.